Hello, heroes, and welcome back to the Dungeon Dome.
Yes.
I am your host and game master, James D'Amato, and this week we have what is assuredly going to be a heart-wrenching match because we have Aero Galatea versus Claudish. Does Claudish have a last name?
Nope.
It's just Claudish, like Prince. Before we get into what the match is, let's meet our players. First up, we have Bill Gordon.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Dungeon Dome.
Hey guys.
Thanks so much for being here.
Of course.
How are you and Claudish doing?
Okay. So I've been spending the whole time in the last 2 weeks since we've played, or week and a half, dreading this because of the fact that I had to betray Aero during the last game because Dungeon...
Sorry, one more time for those listening at home. What happened at the end of last game, Bill?
I had to betray Aero
Thank you.
because Dungeon threatened to kill Benjin. And this sort of abuse from Dungeon has continued in the last couple of days. And Claudish is having basically to re-embrace his role as a minion of hell and simply a minion without feelings or...
Yeah, get in touch with your devil side.
Yeah, exactly.
Get in a nice hot bath of blood and lava. Curl up with a bad book.
Oh, I mean, it's he still loves her so much, but there's nothing that he can do because he can't stop Dungeon from killing Benjin at this point.
And Bill, do you have any plugs that you would like to hit the audience with real quick?
Yes. So Muse Theater Collective at the end of this month is going to be having a show called The Love Talker over at Gorilla Tango. It is a perfect pre-Halloween experience. It's going to be very horror inspired. It's going to be it's an experience. It's more than just a show. And I'm choreographing all the violence. So it's going to be brutal.
Very cool. And next up over here, we got Kate Booth.
Hi, everybody.
Kate playing Aero. How are you doing? How is Aero doing?
Yeah, Aero is heartbroken.
Let's fix your mic real quick. It's pointing exactly to the side right now.
So,
Yeah,
Aero
that's better.
is heartbroken.
No, that's worse. That's
You might wanna pinch.
yeah. Let me.
Nope.
That'll kind of no.
Nope.
I promise I'll turn this way.
Okay. All right.
Aero is heartbroken. She's lost the love of her life, she thinks, because she doesn't know why, which is the worst part.
That is pretty
is
bad.
that everything seemed to be going perfectly.
She doesn't have that closure. I mean, as much as getting literally murdered by someone isn't providing closure, that's pretty final. In
Yeah,
most
but
cases.
then, like, she woke up because it's the Dungeon Dome and was able to live on knowing that this happened and not knowing why. So I imagine that the torture probably feels equivalent to that of a demon of hell. Yeah.
Well, then Claude's doing his job. He should feel good.
We should also really quick remind everybody that at the end of the last game, Claudish was revealed, or he was given information about Benjin and Balon.
And their history.
And
together,
their history. And
which still actually people in the audience aren't privy to,
Oh.
but they will be soon.
Yes.
Tomorrow, that episode should be dropping on the feed for those who backed at the front row seats level for the Kickstarter. But before we get too far into that, we have to talk about the match. Tonight's match type is a Champion's Dilemma match, meaning before the match itself, both players will be exchanging potions. You'll be given a potion to your partner in the arena. Either it will be a buff, which is good, that will help them during the fight, or it will be poison, which is bad. It will hurt them during the fight. And you're probably wondering, well, if these two are working together, if they're partners, why on earth would they give a poison out? Well,
Why on earth, indeed?
it's because they are fighting a monster tonight. And if only one of them walks away from that monster fight, that person who walks away will be given an artifact, an item that is considerably more powerful than the items that we've seen in the Dungeon Dome thus far. If they both manage to walk away from this match, standard Dungeon Dome rules apply. It will count as a victory for each of them. And they will get to keep one of the items they find in the arena, should they find any items at all. Finally, if they both die, well, they failed and they lost.
Yeah!
My nobleman Gary's excited about that one.
About them failing and losing.
So we are right now backstage in sort of like a weigh-in type area with you've got the Ladies Disdain and your entourage on one side. You've got Lord Dungeon and Benjen on the other side. They're like looking at each other, and there are two servant like type people. I guess like there's a kobold and like a
Gnoll.
Yeah, a gnoll. They each have a tray, one with identical looking potions. One is labeled poison, the other is labeled blessing, and you are given them. The X is the poison, the O is the blessing. You will choose one of them and you will secretly hand it to me. I will know what each has chosen. Okay. So I now know going into the match what is chosen. Audience, you can decide whether you want to know that or not while we do our entrances. I'll need you two to roll for initiative.
Natural 1. All right, 3.
19 total.
Okay, well, that couldn't be farther apart.
There's a reason.
With that in mind, I want you to describe your entrance for us, Arrow, as I go grab the skeletons that we need for this match. I can probably get them there. I don't know if you know where they are at this point.
I would love to describe my entrance while you are grabbing skeletons. So the Dome this evening, in traditional fashion during a Ladies' Disdain match, there's a beautiful night sky up above with gorgeous stars and constellations. I imagine that the big screen in the Dome is showing images of shooting stars, and there are fans all around that are blowing off fireworks in the colors of the Ladies' Disdain. So there's pink and purple and magenta fireworks everywhere that all of the fans are shooting out, all the spellcasters are sending up over the arena, and it's beautiful. And one of the announcers, maybe Gary would oblige me, asks the Dome for a brief moment of silence.
Hey, Dome! Please shut up!
And at that, the Dome does, a hush does eventually settle over the hubbub of all the crowd. And you hear, you hear this very light flute music playing, and it's very beautiful. And it's also very sad, and the notes are sort of halted and forlorn. And there's one light of a hallway that slowly glows into being seen, and it's this pinkish white light. And out of that comes a figure, tall, beautiful, regal, wearing the most stunning white dress that has ever been seen, and a veil on her head. And it's feminine and lovely and princess-like and magical. And this figure steps forward into the ring. and this voice carries out over, and it's the voice of Arrow Galatea. And she says, "Ladies and gentlemen, and all visitors of the Dome, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for your support for the Ladies' Disdain. Tonight will be my last match for the time being. I don't feel as though I can carry on much longer due to the state of my heart. But I promise that I am here tonight to deliver to you the best performance of my career." And with that, she lifts the veil above her head, blows a soft kiss to the audience, and then tears her dress off, and she's in her combat gear, ready to go.
Yeah. And there is sort of like a forlorn cry from the crowd. So many Ladies Disdain fans are in the audience tonight, and they are shocked and saddened by this news, but still behind Arrow, still behind the Ladies Disdain, and ready to see this match. There is like a lot of, just swearing and cursing the names of the Nothing. And you now have Arrow on your side. You have that potion that you are legally obligated to drink before the match.
And so, may I first cast Detect Poison or Disease?
Absolutely not. That would be against the spirit of this match. We have to find out as it happens.
Then I lift the vial in a delicate cheers to all of my fans. Blow them one more kiss. Thank you, Gateway of Last Resort. I am now full. And I take
That's how this is going to go tonight.
the shot.
And there are so many people screaming, "Don't do it, Arrow! Don't do it! You can't trust him!" But despite that, Arrow, ever the honorable combatant, drinks the potion down. And with that, we hear the intro music for the Nothing.
So, in the middle of the dome, a black portal opens up, and it's swirling with dark energy, and all of a sudden there's this chatter of squeaks and chirps, and from out of this dark abyss of a portal runs a whole bunch of rabbits. They are running for their lives. They are pouring out of this portal as if they have just been given an opportunity to escape the most terrible fate that could be bestowed upon a tiny rabbit. And then from the middle of the portal comes this pillar of skulls and bones, and on top of that, with his cloak down over his face, is Claudish. And as he comes up, you can see the feathers on his back starting to shake and rattle, and lightning goes between each of the feathers as a very peculiar eldritch spear starts glowing in his hands. And once everything stops and the rabbits are still running away from this pillar of skeletons that is emerging from the center of the field, Claudish rips off his hood, throws the spear straight up. It separates into as many spears as there are rabbits, and then murders every single rabbit.
Oh, God!
In the middle of the dome.
Oh, my God! People are on the delay right now, and they don't know what just happened.
So he goes and he picks up one of the rabbits and throws it at Arrow's feet. And then goes to
Yes!
Thank you.
And Claudish
I'm full.
is almost full. Or did
5
you
is
get
full.
one already?
5 is full, right?
I think that's 4.
1, 2,
Five.
3, 4,
5.
5.
Oh, it's 5. Okay, never mind.
So
Killed.
then he goes over to his potion and without even second guessing, drinks it.
Drinks it down. There is a huge round of applause from the kobold and lizard person contingent in the audience. They love Claudish. They want to see blood tonight. And there's just that low chanting of hell yes, hell yes, hell
Hell
yes.
yeah!
You know what he does is he summons tentacles from the ground, and it takes the dead rabbits and throws them to the kobold.
Yeah! 3 rabbits!
So with that, please place yourself in the arena anywhere within this area here.
While you are doing that, I would like to make note that Arrow gently picks up the dead rabbit that was thrown at her feet and sets it to the side. She's got her eyes on the prize.
All right, and with that, we have the sound of trumpets. And normally, sound of trumpets is sort of like cheerful and triumphant. But this, somehow, are trumpets being played in a minor key, filling you with a feeling of dread as they doot sonorously over the crowd. As you can see, a bunch of skeletons rise from the earth. Over here on the arena, all these black orbs are gravestones.
Oh no.
Skeletons trumpet up as a mass of bones rumbles its way out of the ground and crawls over here and forms the shape of a horse as Dandelion
Oh my god!
appears in the arena,
Dandelion!
rears back, and
Favorite!
lets out a horrible scream from her trifold mouth. So this is a Champions Dilemma match. You guys are sort of teamed up against Dandelion. Dandelion is entering the arena with 1 skeleton at her side.
Dandelion just got a lot of inspiration.
God.
Oh yes! Oh yes!
8 inspiration
Oh
for Dandelion.
no!
I don't think Dandelion has a max either.
Yeah, Dandelion. What could be too much inspiration for Dandelion? Dandelion, actually, I think because of this, will be able to spend inspiration to awaken skeletons from the earth. Skeletons can also come into play the standard way, and that's by either somebody contributing 1,000 bits to the stream or subscribing to the stream. If you would like to have effects on the match in other ways, you can do it by sending us bits. Most people have already been engaging in this practice. They have loaded up both Arrow and Claudish with inspiration, which they'll be able to spend on different abilities in the match. I see Big Damn Artist just subscribed, so we have another skeleton for Dandelion. We'll be starting, I guess, right here on either side of her. So that's only 100 bits to give someone inspiration. The max these two can have is 5. You can spend 500 inspiration to force a critical. Whether a roll is successful or a failure, you can change it into a critical success or failure at your whim. And if you don't like the result of a roll, you can force it to re-roll for 500. You can also, if you don't like the result of that, force it to re-roll again for 1,000, and once more for 2,000 if you're really not getting the result that you want. After that, we have to cut you off to let the match go on. So, with all of that in mind, Dandelion has to roll her initiative. And she does not manage to beat Arrow. So Arrow, you are up first.
Great. So I have encountered Dandelion before. And Arrow is definitely a little unsettled. She's nervous because she doesn't have her sister. There's an unknown element as an ally that she's not sure if she can trust or not. And she's very afraid because Dandelion is as terrifying as she is elegant. So Arrow is going to start hoping that she can get a
New sub.
Yep.
an item. Ooh, new sub. So she's gonna investigate this area right here, and start running for the chest that is over here. First, she's going to take a look.
Please roll that. Wesley, you've put this new skeleton in with the red dot. I'll let people know, since we're out of skeleton names and backstories, you are very welcome to contribute skeleton names to the arena. We have a blank skeleton, a skeleton with a red dot, and a skeleton with a shield that need names.
It's a nat 20!
Nat 20! And you see no traps on your way over to that chest.
Great. Then I'm going to go ahead and just do my standard speed of 30 feet.
Okay.
So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which takes me to 30. And I am going to cast...
Toby Toblave.
Toby to Blave. Oh my gosh.
You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and just channel divinity right away to imbue my battle axe mercy with sacred divinity.
All right.
Just to be on the safe side.
That's probably a good idea.
And I'm also going to turn and shout across to Claudish. My lord, if you are a friend, we will need assistance in this match.
He doesn't say anything. He's still very distant.
Ever the professional, Claudish has his eyes on the prize. Doesn't go in for this mushy stuff.
I was just heat-heated.
And so you've made one move action. Are you going to take full movement, which would be double your speed, or are you just going to stop there and make an attack of some sort?
Oh, because I channeled divinity, I assumed that was all.
Oh, is channel divinity an
a
action?
standard action? I don't think it is. I think it's a bonus.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I am going to take my other 30 feet.
Cool.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So close.
So close!
But
not quite there.
Okay, so with that, it is now Dandelion's turn. Dandelion is going to begin her turn by taking one of her legendary actions.
What?
And the legendary action that she has is Devour. Dandelion devours
She's gonna eat
this
the skeleton.
unnamed skeleton.
Yeah.
And she grows 2 arms out of her neck that sort of like menacingly wave at you two as she moves forward. 25, 30, 35, 50, 55, 60.
Oh no.
And these skeletons take double moves to get next to her, but she can go a little bit further. She's actually going to hold action and wait. Just wait. So with that, that is Dandelion's turn. I think she is going to spend one of her inspiration to summon forth a skeleton from the ground.
Okay. Oh, this is the first of some things I'm seeing. These walls are tough, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, this is bad.
It's not a great situation.
Let's see.
Regdar. Yeah, one of these skeletons is absolutely Regdar.
I mean, I guess I have to. I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
All right.
And then I'm gonna move this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm here.
Claudish, engaging with that strategy, instantly goes invisible. Dandelion, being a dead horse, doesn't have that many senses to her name. This is going to be a tough match if she can't find her prey. With that, we enter round 2 and Arrow's turn.
Great. Real quick, you turn invisible when you make you turn visible when you make an attack.
That is
right?
true. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Just checking.
Nobody here has greater invisibility, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Is that better?
So I'm
I
gonna
guess so,
go
'cause it
ahead
was-
and
Oh, it was on.
cozy
turn it
right
off?
on up
It
to
might
this
have,
chest.
it's on now.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely on.
Yeah, I hear you here.
Difficulty.
Okay.
All right, so let's take a look at this chest to see whether you get a trap card or a good card.
Let's take a look. It's
Activate
in
my
a
trap card.
book. Dungeons and Dragons.
Let's have you draw one of these cards. Oh my god, there's so many of them.
I'm gonna go with this one. There's a lot of things.
I can read this one for you.
Thank you.
This is Milton's Chromatic Grid, sent in by Mike Poon. What appears to be a clear section of the dungeon floor reveals itself to be a series of colored circles arranged in a grid. A thin, shimmering light encases you within the trap. A golden disc with a spinning arrow is pointed to the center. Nearby, a circular disc divided into 4 colors with a spinning arrow pinned to the center appears nearby the trap. The face of the disc is divided into the same 4 colors as the grid. This is a pretty complicated one, but it looks like it's going to be a fun one. So we are just going to set out 5 dice here, 5 by 5. Pat, can you get more d6 for me?
Yeah.
It's
You wanna
going to
zoom?
be critical. So thank you so much, Mike, for sending this in one. This one is a pretty wild thing.
Oh my god. It is Twister. That's amazing.
It is absolutely Twister. Unquestionably Twister.
Chromatic grid. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Mike Poon. Well done, Mike Poon.
So while we are getting Arrow involved in Twister, you cannot move out of this chromatic grid,
'Kay.
but you will be able to affect the world outside the grid with any sort of ranged attacks that you might have.
Well, in that case, I am going
really
to
good question,
have
citizen.
to. I am going to use a special move. I'm going to spend some of my inspiration while I'm caught in this trap to add range to throw Mercy my battle axe.
Okay. Excellent.
So how many, can you remind me how many inspiration I need to do to add range to an attack?
So that is
2.
2?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And let me just pull up that sheet for you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, great. So yeah, I'm definitely going to add, it's only 30 feet of range.
You could spend another inspiration
2.
point to make
to
it
increase
60.
it?
Yeah.
Great, I'm gonna do that. So that puts me down to 2.
Can she double it
Well,
and give
doubling
herself
it
disadvantage?
doubling it. Would double it from. I mean, I without spending the inspiration.
Yeah, just curious.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Because that's like how like a javelin works,
I'm
right?
gonna take it. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna stick to my 3 or to my 2 that I'm spending just to do the 30 feet, and then I'm gonna go for disadvantage.
All right.
And
Roll
double it.
d20 twice and take the lower.
Yep. It is a +4 to attack since I channel divinity and it's a sacred weapon. So I'm getting an extra +4.
Hey.
So 12 plus 11 is 23. And
23 would hit.
15 plus 11 would have been better, but 23 is my
23 will
attack
hit.
on Dandelion.
All right.
So it will be, it emits light since it's a sanctified weapon right now.
Is it doing radiant damage or regular damage? Or like slashing, I guess, would be an axe.
It would be slashing.
Okay.
It's not radiant, although I believe it acts as a magic attack.
Roll that damage. Ooh.
Oh no. 6 damage.
6 damage. So your axe whips through the air, shunk, and peels some of the bones off of Dandelion. She takes 6 damage and goes down to 76 health.
That's more information than we normally get.
Yeah.
I want to point out that every time Dandelion eats a skeleton, she heals herself
gets-
1d8 hit points.
Nice.
So this is going to be a fun one for you guys. And I just rolled on Milton's Chromatic Grid for you.
Oh, great.
And you are taking lightning damage to your right leg.
Wow.
Oh, I love this.
And while that, let's see.
How much?
You can force your way out of this trap with the DC 15 strength check. I just want to point that out to you.
Great.
You take 1 damage.
Great.
As like a little lightning bolt zaps your left leg.
Do I have the opportunity to make that strength check now?
So yeah, you can
Okay, great.
like move over to the barrier here.
I do that, and I try to break out with a 6 plus, just straight strength. 11.
11 is not enough to break out of Milton's Chromatic Grid.
Ah!
If you don't want to be stuck here, you can take that one of your inspiration
Inspiration?
and re-roll.
Oh yeah, I do that. Good point. Giving myself advantage on this one. Oh yeah, that's a nat 20.
Nat 20! Arrow smashes her way out of the colorful barrier around Milton's Chromatic Grid. And also, I will point
Is
out
it just
that-
beautiful behind her?
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Like, I mean, the Ladies Disdain already look great with like bright, flashy colors. But like with Milton's Chromatic Grid in the background, it's like bringing out all of the subtle rainbows in her armor.
Since no one can see Claudish, he's allowed to react appropriately here, and he swoons a bit.
With that, it is going to be a Dandelion's turn. And Dandelion, having no enemies directly in front of her, is going to chomp on a skeleton. So Toby gets absorbed
Toby, no!
into Dandelion's body. She is going to spend one of her inspiration.
Toby or
to-
not Toby? That is the question.
Oh boy.
She is going to summon up another skeleton from one of the graves.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so there is a limit to the number of skeletons that she can get, but she heals a little bit.
Oh,
Oh,
inspiration.
Hell yeah!
Thank you, Solicitor Six.
So after devouring that other skeleton, looking around, not seeing anyone near her, she charges over to attack Arrow. Eating that other skeleton, Dandelion is going to instead, let's see, she's going to add some ribs to fill out her rib cage, which will add 1 to her AC, bringing it up a little bit. So you can see like horrible bones like making their way through her crazy digestive system and like growing and sticking out of her, getting incorporated into her skeleton. As she runs over to you and she tries to attack you with her hooves. She gets a 21 on that. Which
That does hit.
I'm betting that'll hit.
Yeah, it does.
And I'll grab more from Milton's Chromatic Grid here. Ooh, that's a nice spicy bit of damage there. That's 12 damage.
Okay, so how is she attacking me with her hooves?
With her hooves. She like rears back and like knocks you with her hooves a little bit.
So Arrow had just broken out of the grid, and she had called out to her cousin in the audience, to Balon, who was cheering her on, and she said, "Balon, I need help. I'm doing this for you." And right at that moment, Boom.
Balon's in the audience. She's got a gigantic turkey leg in one hand and a gigantic mug that's labeled with the Tapped Keg Dojo's insignia on it in the other hand. And she says through big like bites of turkey, "You're doing amazing, sweetie." And it is now Claudish's turn.
Okay, I would like to search this general area for traps.
Okay, around the pool.
Yeah, and like in front of me. 19.
You do find one in front of you. It is sort of centered around here.
Woo! Okay, well then, I'm gonna do sprint. So I'm gonna use both my move actions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, how many do I need?
It would be 12, I think.
Yeah, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
All right. With that, is there anything else that you would like to do before?
I believe that's everything I can do between because I don't get an action since I did the double move.
Arrow, it is your turn.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is take a whack at Dandelion with Mercy, my axe.
Well, your axe is over here.
Oh, that's right. I threw it. I lied. I'm going to smite her. I am
With
going
your
to-
fists.
with my paladin fists. By the power of Grayskull. Except not that, because that's not at all my deity. My deity is Sune, the goddess of love and
By the
passion.
power of Sune.
Yeah. And I'm going to cast. Let's go ahead and cast Branding Smite.
Ooh. That's a strong one.
It is. It deals an extra 2d6 of radiant damage to the target.
All right. Solicitor 6
Yeah.
is...
Since I have to use a weapon for it, I am actually going to use one of my javelins, which I have. So I'm going to like stab her with a spear,
Okay.
as opposed to doing non-lethal damage
That's
with my hands.
probably a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're doing a branding smite.
Yes.
Let's roll that attack.
Great. So my attack with the javelin. Oh no, that's terrible.
That's not a good roll.
It's a 10, but I'm giving myself advantage on it because I'm inspired. And it's a nat 20!
Nat 20!
So I think what's very clearly going on in this match is Arrow is really obviously shaken up, and she keeps like attempting things and like shaking it off and just focusing and then tacking it. So it is going to be 2d6 radiant damage plus my regular damage with a javelin, which is a 1d6 plus 5.
So remember, and because this is a crit, you're rolling twice the dice.
Yep.
So,
Oh, twice the dice instead of just taking the number and doubling it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because rolling dice is fun!
There it is! So these are 6d6. Coming at you, Dandelion! 3, 13, 15 plus 3 is 18 plus 5
How much of that is radiant, though? You need to tell me which of those dice are radiant.
Okay. So it would have been 2d6 radiant damage, so 4 of them are radiant
Okay,
damage.
so these 4, so that's 10, 12, 13. So she takes 26 radiant damage.
And then 9 plus 5 is 14 regular damage.
Okay. hold
Wow,
on
what a huge hit.
Yeah!
You said 9 regular?
Yeah. No, 14.
14 regular.
14 regular.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I would assume her regular bonus.
Thank you,
attack.
Drew. Yes, guys, I'm significantly less beardy because my show closed.
Yeah! Short beard, Bill.
It's my favorite.
All right. So Dandelion takes a massive hit as Arrow grabs off of her back one of her javelins,
Yeah.
spins it around, and we can see the bright chromatic energy that Sune infuses in your attacks being weaved through the javelin as you hold it and carefully aim at the being in front of you that's, let's face it, mostly made of holes. And your strike goes true and you hit bone. You feel the radiant energy explode off of the tip of your javelin and work its way into the evil bones of Dandelion, blowing off a massive hunk of bones from Dandelion's side. In addition to that, your spear your spear jab was pretty good, and you scrape off bones in addition to that. The crowd goes wild as dust and bone splinters shoot off of Dandelion, and you can see a blur in front of you, and then at your feet appears to be a small vial with a silvery liquid in it that says compliments of Kenro, master of the Tapped Keg Dojo.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! Arrow has had a very rough week. And the most thing she wants more than anything else in the world this whole week is a goddamn drink. So she takes that vial and salutes to the crowd and drinks it up.
Excellent. As you drink it down, you first of all get instantly inebriated for the next 3 rounds because this is a fast-acting liquor designed specifically by the Tap Keg Dojo so that they can take part in their drunken master fighting style. You will have disadvantage to all of your attacks and checks. However, your breath weapon is going to be double. That's both in damage and size.
3 turns only, though.
For 3 turns.
Okay. All right.
So with that, we come to Dandelion's turn. Dandelion is going to raise another skeleton out of the ground using some of these wonderful inspiration. And she's going to command her skeleton army to move forward. Let's see, and they'll be able to go roughly the same way. So the skeletons start moving across the field.
Can we say that Claudish is kind of stealthily weaving his way around them as they are
Yeah, exactly.
doing his best not to have them run into him?
Yeah, he's having to do some real stealth stuff. The audience, of course, can see Claudish as the bubble around the arena sort of highlights any magic users who happen to be out of sight. And they see some very close calls as those skeletons walk right by you. With that, can backseat backers come to the rescue of monsters? Sure, why not? Yeah, if you are a box seat backer, be sure to @ us so that I'm able to see it. But yeah, you can throw in little advantages for Dandelion as well if you want to back her up.
Woof.
She rears back, and she actually is going to consume this shield-bearing skeleton. She consumes Beans, who is now dead once more.
Beans!
Beans gets absorbed into her, and her arms change into, let's see, a tail. Dandelion grows, uses the bones from the skeletons that she's absorbed to grow a massive scorpion-like tail made out of spines and hips and coccyx. It stands in front of you and then slams down right towards you.
Arrow remembers this arrangement of bones from last time and says, "Tails, why did it have to be tails?"
Nice.
And I am going to re-roll that. Ooh, still not great on that tail attack. I am betting that a 14 does not hit you.
It does not.
So her tail misses, but she is going to rear back and hit you with her hooves once more.
Of course.
And she also misses that.
Whew.
A pretty disappointing round for Dandelion. I think once Arrow has hopped off of the chromatic grid,
Yeah.
she's a lot more spry. And like after delivering that attack, and let's face it, drinking that alcohol, she's weaving a lot more. And you can see that patented weaving dodge is from Master Kenro at the Tapped Keg Dojo. If you want to learn how to fight like this drunk idiot, go down to the Tapped Keg and sign up for classes today.
Arrow goes, woo!
And like in addition to Arrow's unpredictable weeping, Blooples Ooples wants to reward Dandelion with some bony love. I really like that. So we have two skeletons. I think.
Oh no!
What happens there, Bloople from the crowd shoots some bone seeds, which you can learn more about if you listen to Hello from the Magic Tavern. Shoots some bone seeds down from the crowd. They go into the dirt and instantly grow up skeletal trees that skeletons walk out of, and they wilt away instantly. So these skeletons are going to move forward and try to attack Arrow. We'll see if they fare any better. Nope. Hey, one skeleton is going to manage to hit. Does a 20 hit you?
It does.
You take 2 damage. I mean, they are skeletons.
That was a love tap, little man.
So yeah, the skeletons clank off of you as they snarl on you, and Dandelion tries to regain her balance after being hit with that massive attack earlier. With that out of the way,
turn.
it is going to be Claudish's turn.
Okay, so I'm going to move to here. And I'm going to use 5 inspiration. I am going to make this attack hit multiple targets, and I'm going to create an attack that permanently changes the environment.
Oh, very cool.
So, Claudish aiming, so the effect of the permanently changes the environment is we are talking craters here.
Yes.
He is going to summon 3 Eldritch Spears from his back. They are going to, I imagine them almost coming up like swords in this way at this point, and they are definitely glowing like a reddish purple this time around. And he's going to send them into the middle of each of the clusters of graves in order to destroy as many of the graves as he can.
I think that baller move takes out all the graves. I will point out that it does reveal you
The
to
Lich Stone.
the skeletons. All of the graves are destroyed. Dandelion knackers in a disappointed tone as she realizes that her supply of skeletons to beef up her powers has slowed down somewhat.
When that happens, Arrow sees it and she goes, "Pretty! Hey, that was really good! You should be really proud of yourself! You're good at hitting things! Good job!"
He turns I imagine lizard people blush orange. He blushes a little bit, but then he has to he puts his hood up. He can't pay attention to this right now. He's got a game to win.
Yeah. It is time for Arrow to go.
So, drunken Arrow feels like the best chance she has right now is to
That was a really great move.
That was
Thank
awesome.
you.
Is to try to use the javelin, which is at least in the vicinity, if not still somehow in
Yeah, you
amidst,
still have your hand. Yeah, you're.
tries to grab on to the javelin to use it to launch Dandelion into the grid behind her.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So she's like, "Let's dance, horsey."
I think this is going to be a grapple check.
Okay, cool. Do I have disadvantage on this?
Yes, you will.
Dandelion just got a inspiration.
Yeah, everybody.
Oh no, one of them was a nat 20. Ah!
Oh, that's painful.
That is painful. You've been so good to me tonight.
I think Dandelion's gonna have to use that inspiration that she just got because she rolled very, very poorly on this. This die is not doing well for me right now.
You have so much inspiration.
I know. Well, I've used a bunch of it.
So mine's a 13.
I don't think Dandelion quite got that high. Dandelion got a 13 as well, so that's tied. I think ties go to the actor. Yeah.
Yes!
So Dandelion is flipped back onto the chromatic
Yay,
grid.
By the power of love! Ah!
The bubble envelops her as she's back in there, and just entering the grid. Let's see, yellow, which is lightning, goes after her left arm. She does have arms because she's a skeleton. So she's going to take 3 lightning damage that she is not immune to.
Dandelion just got 3 more inspiration.
Hell yes. All right. So with that, it is Dandelion's turn. Dandelion comes to the edge of this bubble, and she's going to try and kick her way out. With a, let's see, 15, she just barely manages to do it. She kicks. Stop being so fascinated with yourself and do a star wipe.
I'm working on it. Nope, that's a fade. Damn it.
She kicks and shatters part of the bubble, and you can see it was only a small part, but her bones jut out and amorphous snake,
nice.
basically an ooze made of bones.
Cool.
She works her way outside of the bubble and absorbs this skeleton into herself.
My little pony's now a bigger pony.
And friendship is magic for her, certainly.
No.
As she heals a little bit. After healing, let's see what other horrible things that I can do here. She's actually just going to use this one to give herself another AC. As you can see, shoulder blades start to line the ribs that she has, filling in gaps that she had in her armor before. With that, she is going to strike once more at Arrow with her tail.
Ow!
Boy, not doing great. She has to use an inspiration for a reroll and rolls it too. This is not her night.
Ooh, cold die.
Yeah, the tail juts into the ground, but again, Arrow, drunk as a skunk, easily leans out of the way.
It's just
It's
a
drunken
dance
boxing.
to the left, and then a step to the right.
But this time, as she steps to the right, Dandelion rears up and her front hoof, or actually her back hoof, because I did say it was a rear.
Yeah.
I think her skeleton rearranges
Nice.
so
like
that
inverts itself.
yeah, so that the back legs kick Arrow, and these ones do catch her, dealing. Ooh. Let's see, that's more than that, though. That is 12 damage.
So, Arrow is really not doing well. She has taken a severe beating, and I think that this one hits her hard, and she is just, it takes the wind out of her for a while, and she's like, that was not nice, pony. And that's what she says.
Cool. It is Claudish's turn.
Great.
Oh, no, wait. The skeletons.
skeletons
have
need to go, yes.
Skeletons all charge Claudish immediately.
I'm a warlock, I can't.
Oh no, and you're squishy.
Well, what is your AC?
15.
15? Okay,
No.
the first one misses, second one hits, third one hits.
Okay. How much damage am I taking?
You are taking 11 damage.
All right.
As these skeletons rain blows down on you. Can the Inventors Union send in the Talkwork exoskeleton to Claudish, paying...
The playing field needs some
Needs some
leveling.
leveling. Okay, the Talkwork exoskeleton. So, man, I think this is like both ideal and unideal for Claudish, as a spear shoots down from the sky right behind Claudish. Like you feel it like land right behind your back. You're like, whoa, I don't know what that was. That was weird.
Right.
And then a bunch of like spidery arms shink out of it and latch themselves onto you.
He's fighting it.
At first you think you're being attacked, and like as you're struggling, one of your hands strikes the wall as you flail, and the wall next to you cracks. Your strength goes up by 6.
Whoa!
Wow.
Kind of useless for
Warlock.
a warlock, but fun nonetheless.
I have bites.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
So it goes up by 6. That means your modifier will go up by 3.
Wow. Okay.
To a maximum of 20 because this is 5th edition.
Puts me at 19. So
Yeah.
that's pretty awesome. Thanks, guys.
So,
Iron
question. Can a paladin channel divinity as a reaction, since it's like a bonus action?
No, I don't
Those
think
rules
so.
are different?
Yeah, those are different. But on your turn, you'll be
I
able
will
to
be
channel
able to.
divinity. With that, we come to Claude.
Okay, I'm going to use Arms of Hadar, and I'm going to use 2 inspiration points. So I'm going to get to roll 4d6 to kill these skeletons with tentacles.
Ooh.
Can I grab 2d6 off the grid?
Yes, you can, because I don't think we're throwing people back onto that again. But who knows?
Who knows?
14 damage.
These skeletons, like, so what does Arms of Hadar do? What?
Arms of Hadar, it's basically, I imagine, from like the shadows, that like the shadows kind of swell up around him, and from out there are dark tentacles that I imagine with these skeletons wraps around certain points and attempts to like just crush the bone.
Okay, yeah. So like they got wrapped up. Their bones are like sort of broken. They're like weaving. And there's a moment where they look like they're about to fall over, but they don't. Their eyes look up at you and glow a furious green.
Yes.
As they all have 1 hit point left.
Let me think. I've got enough inspiration to do that. Can I add another d6 for an extra squeeze?
It's too late for that, as the attack has already resolved its damage. You could use those 3 inspiration
To cast another spell.
Cast another spell.
Unfortunately, I've used both of my spells, so I could kill one of them.
Ah!
You know what? I'm going to use 3 inspiration in order to perform an attack as a bonus action, and I'm going to use Hungry Jaws with a bite in attempts to get some temporary hit points.
Yes.
Cool.
So specifically the one right in front of me.
All right.
So that's an attack roll. Let me remember what things are. Yep. That is going to be 19 to hit.
19 will definitely hit the skeleton and kill it.
Great, and then that gives me temporary health, I think based on the damage.
So, well, there was 1 hit point left
Oh,
in
I
there.
get 1 temporary health.
Is it? I don't know. Is it based on the hit points?
It
is
had?
it the damage that you did, or based on the health that it had?
I for the sake of making this interesting, it's probably let's go with however much health it had. So
Okay.
I get 1 temporary hit point.
All right.
But Claudish has actually used his teeth, guys. He's not just throwing shit right now.
All right. So with that, if
Also
we
clean out of inspiration.
come back around to Arrow.
Hey, you sure got a pretty mouth. So Arrow is going to, she was just checking to see if she knows what she's going to do. Arrow is going to first heal herself because she desperately needs it.
Probably a wise move. How are you
yeah.
healing yourself?
I am going to
God.
go ahead, lay on hands, and I'm going to lay on hands on myself.
Okay. How many from your pool are you expending?
I think I'm going to take all 15 that I have. 'cause
Probably
I
a wise. You
desperately
took some
need
big
them.
hits earlier.
So that puts me back up to a suitable spot for the time being. And then I am going to, since that is an action, lay on hands,
Yes.
I'm going to cast inspiration so that I can
Yes.
do.
Thanks, guys.
500 for the glory of hell!
Nice! I'm gonna cast inspiration so that I can
For the glory of
do
hell.
my next attack, which I'm going to use my breath weapon.
Ooh.
Because I am so angry right now, and I say, this is how my cousin feels all the time! And then I'm going to breathe cold, cold, cold air.
All right.
At
What is
Dandelion.
Three
the
inspiration for
save
Dandelion.
for this one?
It should be a 15 dex.
Okay. 15 dexterity.
Dandelion just got 3 more inspiration.
Hell yeah. And she's going to need it. Good lord. I'm going to use the spend 2 inspiration for a straight reroll rule there. Because I burnt all 3
3 they
inspiration
come
that I
and
just
3
got.
they go.
There we
you
go. So that's 15. Is that
Okay,
enough?
so she takes, that matches it, so she takes half damage.
Half damage. Whew!
All right.
Goodness gracious.
So you want me to roll, normally I would roll 2d6, but you want me to roll 4?
4d6,
And then you're going to
yes.
have it.
Reroll that dandelion.
Oh! It's brutal. Oh man, 12 is not going to do it. 12 is not going to do it. I'm going to take all 4d6 of this damage.
Whoa!
Oh, my
Well done,
sweet,
Solicitor
sweet
Six.
pony.
Oh, that's
Oh, what a
11.
roll.
11 plus 9 is 20 damage.
Wow!
Whoa.
Wow!
Ice cold.
We can see Dandelion's part of her bones just freeze and become too brittle and like start popping and exploding off.
It's a cold snap.
And with that, Dandelion is actually going to make a strategic retreat for herself.
Wait, do I get an attack of opportunity?
Yes, you do.
Yes!
All right.
So I still take disadvantage because I'm still on my second
Yes.
turn of being drunk.
You do indeed.
Whoa, that's probably not going to
That's
get
not
much
gonna
worse.
do it.
Okay,
No crit failure,
no.
but that was not enough to hit Dandelion. And she is going to use her legendary action to absorb the shell of a skeleton here, and beef herself up a little bit because my girl needs beef.
So if she's absorbing skeletons,
Mm-hmm.
then does she only get the 1 HP as
No,
well?
she gets 1d8 HP. That's
Oh,
how I
per-
wrote it.
Okay, cool.
Um,
Cool. That's cool.
Because otherwise, she would be absorbing 15 hit points from every fresh skeleton that she got, which would be murderous.
I like your way better.
Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Oh, cool. Having absorbed 4 skeletons, Dandelion... ooh.
200 for dandelion.
Dandelion gets to making out of the finger and hand, the hand and foot bones of various skeletons, 2 whip-like tentacles extend from her back, giving her a 10-foot reach, which is just enough to go after Claudish. Woo! But she does not roll well. I'm going to use another inspiration. I'm going through this inspiration.
I'm going to use the Belts of Punquility, and I'm going to say, if that connects, it's going to tentacle.
Ooh. So is this giving me disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
Okay. So that canceled out the advantage, so it's a miss.
Woo! Belt of Punquility, guys.
I hate that
item.
belt.
The tentacle whips through the air, just barely missing Claudish, striking into the stone, tearing it from the wall. as like the horrifying visage of a dandelion, now a horse with arms coming out of the front of her, a gigantic scorpion tail behind her, 2 tentacles on either side, and just like those ice blue glowing eyes as she whinnies her disdain to you.
Her lady's disdain.
Her lady's disdain. And I think this skeleton is gonna try and attack Arrow. And 10 will not hit Arrow.
Nope.
And this skeleton is going to try and get some revenge, sweet, sweet revenge on Claudish. And a 10 is not going to hit Claudish. I'm definitely going to use that inspiration. And that's a 2, so it's worse. So yeah, this die is just not treating me well right now. As every attack against Claudish misses, I think like the exoskeleton that he's got on right now is like increased his reflexes in reaction. Yeah, he's actually like straight up blocking the attacks instead of dodging, which is what he normally does. With that, we come to Arrow.
She's got to take care of the skeleton that's in front of her first. So
That was the skeleton's turn.
Oh wait, that was
my
skeleton's
turn.
turn.
it is.
I'm sorry.
Good
Yeah.
call.
So I am going to use 3 inspiration. I'm going to do an attack as a bonus action. I want to try and tail whip this. I'll just smack this skeleton next to me with the exosuit. So rolling that. That's going to be a 17.
17 will hit.
So skeleton is gone, and then I want to run up this wall to, let's say, here, and throw an Eldritch Spear at Dandelion. I'm just checking, and I'll hang on to my inspiration. So just throw an Eldritch Spear. That's going to be 16.
16 will, matching AC does hit. So, yeah. 16 will hit.
So it's going to be 1d8 plus 4. 10 damage.
10 damage. Boom!
Nice.
The Eldritch Spear slices into Dandelion. More bones explode off of her with bone dust. Like she quickly uses the new whip tentacles that she's grown to blow the dust away from her as she looks at you fiercely. And it's now Arrow's turn. You're dealing with a skeleton.
I'm dealing with this skeleton, and I've got a bone to pick with you, mister. I'm full of them, guys. I'm full of them. The first one is a 13, but I'm still on disadvantage. This is my last turn as drunk. And that one's an 8. So an 8 plus 7 for a javelin attack. Is 15 to hit.
15 will hit.
1d6 plus 5 damage.
Okay, let's see.
7 damage.
7 damage. So this skeleton has not gone down. I have a really tough strategy call to make. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 60. Yeah, I'm going to make that risk. Okay.
There's an attack of opportunity incoming.
So, with that, are you going to move or do anything else?
I am going to go ahead and channel divinity for the second time this game
Ooh,
into my next javelin as a sacred weapon.
cool.
And prep it for when this guy maybe turns tail and runs. We'll see what happens.
Well, indeed, on his turn, he does turn tail and run, and he moves right next to Dandelion, like crossing the field very quickly, sort of limping, and you may take your attack of opportunity.
I do
Okay,
it.
come on.
So the first one. Oh no, it's a
Natural 1!
Can you use 2 to reroll?
I am using 2 to reroll, but I was at disadvantage.
Well, this is using 2 to reroll is
Gives
a
me
straight
a-
up reroll.
Gives me a chance. Great. nat 20!
All right, roll it again.
Wow!
Yeah, because it's the same roll.
3!
Oh man!
Plus 7 is a 10 to hit.
Not enough.
No!
The skeleton crosses the field. As I think, just thematically, you won't have given up the spear if you don't want to, but it crosses the field as you power up your spear with sacred energy, platinum light, like platinum swirled with like rainbow energy, streaks behind your javelin as it like goes to the skeleton in the middle of its run towards Dandelion. We see on the Megadome in the center of the arena the javelin pass directly through the gaps in the skeleton's bones without striking
quite.
home. Oh my God! That was so close! An inch to the left and it would have been over for that skeleton!
Did I hit it? Did I get? No, he's still
The skeleton runs over and like dives into Dandelion's
Dandelion.
body. Dandelion recovers a small amount of HP. And guys, I believe this was Dandelion's 7th skeleton.
6th. Because
Sixth.
you
This
said
is
5
six.
was the tentacles.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Damn, I
Good
didn't
math,
make
good
it to
math.
7. I can make it to 7 if I kill one of you. All right, so Dandelion is going to charge over to Claudish here.
Here we go, folks. And I have to wait one more turn before I can use the belt again because I rolled a 2.
First thing she's going to do is attack with her hooves. Let's see, is a 16 going to hit your
Yes.
AC? All right, cool. The hooves will hit. She is going to roll. And wow, just bad rolls all around for Dandelion tonight. As she deals 6 damage with her hooves.
Okay.
I am imagining a 15 will not hit.
It matches.
Oh, cool. So a 15 will hit as her tail comes down on you. Her tail does 14 damage. Much, much better.
Which kills Claudius.
No!
Yum, 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 yum. So yeah, the tail strikes into Claudish. You feel like poison enter your body. Oh, no, wait. Oh, you guys. I forgot that you both drank potions earlier.
I was actually just about to ask about that.
Yeah,
about
and
that.
I will reveal right now. Can we get the close-up cam here? These are the 2 things that were handed to me. So they both elected. They both got buff potions, which we can spend on. Claudish instantly gains 6 hit points.
Oh, man.
Are you up, Claudish?
It hit me for 14, you said?
Yes.
I actually am.
Wow! Wow! True love conquers all, or at least temporarily, as it looks like Dandelion's readying her attack with her whip tentacles. I don't think that hits. 12 is not going to hit you.
No.
So you dodge this tentacle, like the tail like strikes into you. You feel like you're about to fall, but then you are instantly like rebuffed by a healing energy from inside, and like you push the tentacle out of you using the strength of the
yeah.
exosuit, and quickly you manage to dodge the tentacles whipping at you. Arrow, you also heal 6 hit points.
Woo!
And we come to Claudish's turn.
Oh, that's not a bad. Okay. I see you, Straw Dog. I see you. So, I'm going to use 1 inspiration to create a new attack.
Yes.
And we will call it Hell's Grip. And
Nice.
throughout all of the armor, dark energy starts fusing with the exoskeleton.
Yeah.
What you can imagine is that actually under the armor, his feathers are rubbing up against it. So it's kind of like static electricity
Yeah.
building up inside of it. He's going to try and grab Dandelion and chuck him backwards as far as he can towards the
Yeah.
backside.
So this is a grapple check.
Yes.
Clearly.
Nice.
And Dandelion, rolls well for the first time.
And let's see what I roll. I'm thinking I'm gonna give myself advantage.
That's probably a good call.
Yeah, I'm gonna give myself advantage.
Question, because he did this as a new attack, and it says 1d10 damage. That will be if he makes.
If
the
I
grapple
make the
check?
grapple check.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Okay, here we go. Big move, big move, big move.
Ooh, that could do
So
it.
that's going to be, because grapple is
Strength.
just strength. That's
Yeah.
going to be a 21.
That matches Dandelion's 20.
Unbelievable! Unbelievable! I rolled a 15 on that one, and Dandelion gets suplexed
With his new power armor. Please, please
1d10.
roll your damage. Yes.
Okay, so yes, 1d10, which is this dice. 7.
7 damage. Ooh, brutal
Nice.
attack. Dandelion is not doing well.
I'm still in so much trouble, guys.
Oh my gosh, I know.
But I did just suplex a horse, so.
Yeah, I feel like that's something to tell people about when you go back to hell.
Although, 2 turns are up.
And Arrow.
So, Arrow sobers up.
Yep. You get hit with a hangover a little bit, or you feel like, oh, that's definitely gonna come. That thing hit me quick.
Wow. And she just saw everything that happened to Claudish. And she is reeling. And so she uses her... She's so far away from him, though. She does have line of sight on him, but not very much. Man.
Yeah, this is a tough
Everything's
position.
so far away. All I can do is get closer.
And your axe is here.
I
remind
know, and I have to pick it up. Or I'm using javelin. Well, I can use javelins the whole time. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I still have 3 javelins left. So I'm gonna count on those 3 javelins that I have, and I am going to check out this area. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna climb up this tower and see if I can hit this
Ooh.
chest on my way.
Cool.
So I'm gonna climb up here and go
Roll
across
your
that way.
athletics check.
Great. That's a 13.
All right, 13. That will be enough to get you up to the top of the tower. All that was a move action.
May I dash to the chest?
Yes.
Great.
And you're going to need to pop that open and tell me whether or not it's a trap.
Can't wait. The last one went so well.
I mean, we love that trap, though.
We do. It was really good.
That
We used
was-
it to our
That was a good one.
advantage.
Exactly, yeah. Oh, let's see here.
Everything is a tool.
Okay. Let's see here. We go. Draw me one of these, please.
Whoa. Oh no.
It was a trap!
It sounded so exciting at first. Can I read it?
Yes.
It's called Springboard, and it has been submitted by Tickerella Talk.
I'm loving this one.
There is a sharp crack followed by the ground flipping forward and sending the unfortunate victim flying backwards in the opposite direction she wanted to go. A banner unfurls proclaiming, "Join the Inventors Union!" The banner folds up once again and the panel slowly creaks back into hiding.
Okay, so you are flying through the air.
Oh, no.
This could be disastrous for you.
It sure could.
I need you This could probably kill you if this doesn't go well, and it did not give you a save. So what we're going to do, you are flying backwards. Arrow is on top of one of the wooden towers.
I have an idea.
She flies through the middle of one of these
Yeah,
wooden towers,
we have
and
the
she
same
gets
idea.
a dexterity saving throw. So please roll your dex save.
Okay.
If you grab the rope, you will be able to get through this without dying, but otherwise you're going to have to take the 1d10 damage prescribed by the trap, in addition to the 2d6 damage you're going to
falling.
take from falling. And I hate to tell you this, but you'd be falling immediately back on Milton's chromatic platform, which would be incredibly bad for you.
Great.
So-
Let's see what happens.
You probably want to make this. Oh God, that wasn't a good roll.
But I have advantage.
We do have advantage here.
And I'm down to 1 inspiration left.
I'm out, guys.
Oh God,
Oh,
that's so
God.
much better. 16.
16, you grab the rope, saving yourself from certain death, swinging around, you like tumble to the side, you're a little bit disoriented, you're not where you wanted to be,
Nope, sure not.
but also you're not dead,
Not dead.
which is huge. With that, we come to Dandelion's turn. And Dandelion has to take a round, or take part of it standing up. I think that means she's not going to be able to multi-attack this turn.
Claudius invokes the Belt of Punquility, and we're going. He's gonna just stare Dandelion in the eyes and go, "You're not even dandy-trying."
Oh, man!
Hey!
All right, it was a brutal pun.
Oh, 100. Thank you, solicitor.
I think Dandelion is going to attack with her tail. She rolls.
She's
a
got
17.
disadvantage.
Oh, she does have disadvantage. That's right. That's right. The tail attack misses by an inch. By an inch. Claudius is still alive. Dandelion clearly perturbed by that pun.
We all are.
Yeah. We're all going to be feeling that one in the morning. And it is now Claudius's turn.
Okay, I need to run. I don't think I can hit it hard enough without inspiration to kill it. So I think I need to run. So
I think
it provokes it and
if you drop
Yeah.
down behind the wall, I feel like it wouldn't. I feel like stepping backwards is not going to provide that opportunity in the way that like moving backwards would in an actual.
So if I drop down and then run another way.
Yeah, I think because there's that wall between you, it's going to give you just enough coverage.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like to me.
Okay, thank you. So I drop down. Now if I turn here, is it gonna?
No,
Okay.
because like you've got that wall between you two.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna open this chest.
All right, and let's see.
We have tried so hard.
Choose for me one of these cards.
Please be good.
May bless us.
Okay, it's called the Fans Fan. Submitted by Nick Robertson. This is a white folded paper fan with a face drawn in black ink on one side. The face stares into you, and you can't help but feel giddy. Isn't this great? The holder of this item may wave it at any opponent within 50 feet of them that they can see. The opponent must make a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw or fall under the effect of the item. When Fan's Fan is waved at an opponent, the opponent becomes the wielder's biggest fan. Anyone affected by this item is possessed with single-minded intensity to get the wielder's autograph, touch them, or otherwise praise their every deed and tell them how great they are.
Hey,
Save
fans
ends.
out there, I hope you don't have the urge to touch me.
Can I use it on Dandelion?
Not
She's a
this
creature.
round.
Okay,
You
great.
can absolutely use it on her, but
Yeah.
Gotcha.
just not this round.
Okay.
Cool.
Man, Dandelion is not going to get that 7th skeleton.
Arrow's turn.
Yeah? It's me?
Yeah, it would be you.
Okay.
The belts of Punquility is coming through for me this game.
So,
Let's roll.
I am going to go ahead and close distance, and I think I'm just going to say, "Catch me!" and jump, and hope he catches me.
Ooh.
I have better strength than normal.
Yeah.
Can I roll a strength? 21.
21. That seems
That's
like
really
that works.
good.
Yeah.
Catch me! And we land bridal style in his arms, at which point I cast Cure Wounds, and I would like to spend an extra inspiration, because we did say, if I remember correctly, that I can spend an inspiration as a healer to add a d6 of healing power.
Yeah.
Great. So it's a d8 plus a d6 then, since I am spending one inspiration to try and heal you extra much. And before I do this, I say,
It hurts.
I
It
say,
hurts his little heart.
and when I lived, I was your other wife.
Oh, God.
And then I heal him for 11 hit points.
Oh, wow. I mean, he cries. He starts crying, absolutely. Because this is what he's wanted. He just wants to bathe in your light. This is the preview of the life that he wants that's being prevented from him.
Skeleton time!
Yeah, baby! There's a skeleton in this arena! And to be fair to people, okay,
damn
1,
it.
2. All right. So with that is Arrow's turn.
It
with
sure
that,
is.
boy.
She is really, really, really happy, and as the healing for Cure Wounds requires a touch, she kisses him.
Oh, God.
With that, Dandelion crosses the field to the skeleton that was just summoned into the arena. Thank you so much. Only gains a small amount of hit points, but it's okay.
Oh no.
Ooh boy, she's actually back up there, kind of. She devours this skeleton, and it being the 7th skeleton that she devours. Dandelion regresses into a puddle for a minute before she explodes into a massive version of herself. She no longer has her other special attacks. However, her normal hoof attack does double damage.
Yay!
With that, she whinnies. And you can see any undead members of the audience, like, you know, your vampires, your mummies, your sentient zombies, like they're like just clapping and clapping. Dandelion is back in this fight. They're so happy. And with that, Dandelion is going to move to loom over these two. And we come to Claudish's turn.
Okay. Question about the fan. Mm-hmm. It says the wielder.
Yes.
If I use the fan and then hand it to her, is she now the wielder?
I don't see why not.
Okay.
Whoever has the fan at that moment.
Yes, I would like to do that. So I would like to use the fan on Dandelion. She needs to make a DC 17 Wisdom save.
Okay. Oof. Not Dandelion's strong suit. Nope, not going to make that. I'll give it the inspiration just in case. Nope, not going to make that.
Okay, so then Claudish just looks at her and says, "I got this for you,"
Thanks.
and gives it to her and starts running the other way.
Not knowing what else to do, she flaps the fan at Dandelion. Swing.
Okay. Dandelion. So Dandelion is now
Her biggest
her
fan.
biggest fan.
And it wants nothing more than to touch her or get her autograph
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Ooh, one inspiration for each of the star-crossed lovers. How very sweet.
Yay! Needed.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, I guess Dandelion like starts climbing up this tower towards you. I don't know that she's like going to attack you or anything, but like she looms at you radiantly. She's just like it's hard to tell because like skeletons always look like they're smiling. But
Oh, Arrow's got an extra inspiration.
yep, you've got another inspiration. Just before the smooch.
Thank you.
Okay. And with that, ooh,
I am full.
full up.
I actually,
not yet. I
that
need
would
one
be
more.
one extra. I was at 5.
So we'll roll it over to Claudish. since-
Okay.
Oh, perfect.
Cool. So yeah, that is all she spends her turn doing, and it is Claudish's turn.
Okay, now that I've got all these inspiration, thank you. Let me find my inspiration sheet. I think Claudish is kind of going for broke here. And I think the idea behind this is that he's going to use his extra strength to throw the spear harder.
Yeah.
So he is. I'm going to move first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And man, I'm gonna do something else. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna move over here and I'm gonna throw the axe to her.
Wow!
Because if we lose, we lose. Oh, Benjamin, please forgive me. I'm throwing the axe to Kate. And it's a 20 to throw it.
Excellent. The axe sails through the air and gracefully lands in Arrow's hand as she.
So I have a fan that I'm
Yes.
holding, which I like switch to my left hand and like put my hand up and I catch the axe.
And then,
Yeah.
let me read this. Yes. Then I'm going to Eldritch Spear the fan.
Ooh. Oh. My word.
So, leaving her the closest thing for it to attack.
Yeah. That would be it. All right. I don't even think you need to. Well,
I
yeah, you
can
got to roll for that.
Okay. Natural
Yeah, that's a
20.
natural 20. That's a natural 20. We can read the crit here. To the heart of things, your attack catches in the fundamental fabric of your enemy's being, either dealing double damage as you force the attack through their body, or normal damage and 2 points of charisma damage as you strike their very soul.
Oh, it's got to be that second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna strike her soul.
So yeah, you feel your heart break as you catch an eldritch spear in your chest, as the fan and the effects of the fan wear off, and once more Dandelion's eyes loom sinister over you. And I guess roll the damage.
How much was it? Oh, for just a normal Eldritch Spear?
Yeah, for a normal eldritch spear.
Crit.
So because I crit,
It is a crit,
I
dude,
now
so
I
roll
wasn't
twice.
aiming for her.
Yeah, so I think it's however you want it to play out. You have the right to deal double damage right now.
I was aiming, like I could,
Mm-hmm.
which would give me, in theory, an advantage, but I wasn't aiming for her.
Okay.
I was aiming for the fan.
Okay.
Which would give him advantage on the fan.
Yeah.
basically.
So I mean, the fan is destroyed.
Yes.
But I think Arrow's heart is still.
Yeah, I do like the effect
Broken.
of the heartbreak.
Yeah, that's good. So thank you so much, Dylan Milifant, for sending that in.
Wow.
That was a brutal, brutal crit that came at like the perfect time.
So it downs my charisma score by 2.
Yeah.
Which means my modifier goes down by 1.
For the remainder of this fight.
Okay.
All right. And with that, we are back at the top of the initiative order with Arrow.
Arrow I feel as though the Megadome camera is zoomed in close up.
Yeah.
And she looks lost, and she says, "Oh God, I am beset." And she, having much righteous anger, casts Divine Smite
Yes.
on the axe, on her battle
Yeah,
axe Mercy.
back with her battle axe.
And then she is going to cast the 3 inspiration points to also attack
Yeah.
Dandelion with it. So
Cool.
she's down to 2 inspiration. And she is going to divinely smitely attack with Mercy the battle axe.
Well, Divine Smite, I don't think you needed the 3.
That's a bonus act.
Yeah, it's a bonus action, Divine Smite.
it says expend a spell slot. So
well,
I
yeah,
took it as
it is a spell slot, but it's still like
But it's a bonus action.
it's a bonus action.
All right, cool. Well, then I'm not spending that 3 inspiration.
I mean, you can spend that 3 inspiration to add damage to
Yeah,
it.
I'm going to. So it's already adding 1d8. So many dice. I didn't think I would need this many. That's really exciting. Okay. So Divine Smite is 2d8 extra damage on a hit and a plus 1d8 against an undead or a fiend.
Hell yeah.
So it's going to be an extra 3. And then my normal attack with my battle axe is 1d8. You have a d8 handy?
Man, I do. Yeah, right here.
Okay, great, thanks, because I'm running out. So that's going to be 4d8 plus 5, but I'm going to spend 2 more to add 2 d6s.
Wow. Wow.
He's got to hit the attack too.
I have to hit the attack first, which will be my regular bonus, except we'll see what that is. I might spend an inspiration for advantage. We're spending an
Yeah,
inspiration
you do
for
need that
advantage.
inspiration for advantage.
And we're going to go back to this other die that was a lot nicer to me than that too. Oh, it's not much better. It's nowhere near enough.
You do have 2 inspiration
Yeah,
left.
I'm going for the reroll. So I'm out.
Investing that much in the damage, I think that is wise.
Yeah! It's a 19!
There we go.
Plus
Yeah.
7 is a 26 to hit. And now I am rolling my damage. 12 plus 3 is 15. 15, 16, 17 plus 3 is 20 damage.
20 damage, is that including your strength modifier and all that?
No, 25.
25 damage.
And one of those Ds was divine.
Oh yeah, one of those.
3 of them were.
Oh.
Because it was Divine Smite was 2d8 plus another d8.
Okay, so which
So
we really gotta.
I'm so sorry.
We're gonna
Reroll?
use. Well, no, we
No.
have dark blue and light blue here for the d8s.
Yep.
So I think we'll just go with the lighter blues. So that is. Let's see. Oh wait, no, that would be. Never mind. That's,
Sorry, I should have been
goes
watching
down
that
to all right, and okay. So Dandelion looks quite hurt as bones explode off of her once more. You can tell that although she is still assumed this larger form, she is barely holding it together. There's just enough bone to keep her going.
I look at Dandelion and I go, "You and me both, girl."
And she moves forward. The easiest prey is Arrow, and she attacks. And she rolls a 4. So what we're gonna do there is re-roll that with an advantage. And hey, she rolled a 3 on that one, so we're gonna spend 2 for a re-roll there, leaving her with 1 inspiration. And that's a 9. Is that gonna be enough? Well, yeah, her strength went up. So is a 17 gonna hit?
Nope, it will not.
Wow! She stomps forward, and like we can see that her entire hoof has enveloped Arrow, and like she lifts it back up, and we see Arrow was like just in the horseshoe wing of that hoof, not at all hurt. So
They're talking about trying to re-roll Dandelion's attack.
yeah, man, what a brutal thing. Yeah, if people wanted to combine bits, they're allowed to do that, but it's fine. We move on to Claudish.
Okay. First,
Sounds like they're gonna jump in, dude.
Oh, they're gonna jump in. All right.
It hasn't happened yet, but they're saying I can do it. Yeah, I can do it.
All right. If we're doing it,
we're just waiting for it, guys.
Delays are fun.
delays are fun. The delays that I'll edit out later.
There's 200.
200. We need 300 more. Who's gonna provide it? Who will be the person who is Dandelion's hero? And also kind of the villain of the piece as they empower a Fair Arrow to get really hurt very bad.
I mean, I can start making my turn.
There it is. All right.
There it is.
All right. So I'm going to roll this on the field with the close-up cam.
Close-up cam.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Wingo! That's an 8! And it does not happen. It just doesn't happen.
It's so funny.
We cannot roll. Boy, howdy. All right. It is now time for Claudish to go. But if you want to refill Arrow, you got to choose whether that was for Dandelion or Arrow.
I'm totally the heel, guys. I'm going to move 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm at 0.
She's at 0 right now.
And
do it.
I'm trying.
Do it. Channel your hate.
I've got lots of hate, but
Okay.
I need to make sure that whatever I do is going to kill her too.
So Arrow is full up.
So you know
Channel
what?
your hate.
Let's go for broke. I am going to. Let's see. How do I want to do this? I'm going to. I'm going to throw. So I want to. I'm going to do the new attack. Mm-hmm. This is going to be the old standby Shatter Spear.
Yeah.
So that's one. And then we're going to throw it, and we're going to see what we're going to do with the rest of these. So 1 second. We are going to roll again.
Reroll.
3, there it is. That's much better.
That's much better.
And then we're going to pump the rest of these into D6s.
Ooh.
So
Who are you targeting?
Well, it's an AoE.
Oh, shit!
So I'm
Nice.
actually attacking both of them. I mean, really, I'm throwing it in the middle. Oh, I guess I'm aiming for Arrow. I'm aiming for Arrow.
Good lord.
So this is going to be 1d10 plus 4 plus 3d6.
She healed you, bro.
Got an evil demon lord to appease. This is really hard, guys.
Wow.
Whoa!
Wow.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Okay.
Wait, what do you roll?
Should we close? Do you want
Yeah,
to,
let's show this. Let's show this damage off. This is near max damage.
Oh,
To
whoa.
fail it! To fail it!
To fail the attack. All right. Reroll your attack, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, rerolling the attack. That would be a 12.
That's gonna miss.
Zemsi, I love
It's
you!
an area attack.
Oh.
Yeah.
So how does that
wait,
work?
Were you?
I was throwing it in between them. Oh, I said it was going towards Arrow, but maybe so it hits near Arrow.
Well, wait a
and
minute.
then
Why are you
explodes.
rolling an attack? If it's an area attack, isn't it a save
Automatic?
that they're doing?
Oh, I guess because it was a spear that was going to explode. But so yeah.
Oh, so you were using an Eldritch Spear to target 2 people.
Oh no, I was. The idea was the spear hits and then explodes.
So, this is spending one for a new type of attack.
Yes.
Okay, I see what was happening. Okay, so then he would not need to roll to hit on that one. So Zemps, I think you have a free-floating reroll.
Yes.
For that, but these two people need to roll some saves.
Sure do.
And I'm going to count this up while I'm waiting.
Okay. Dex.
Dandelion, I think, is going to make this save. She gets a 19.
Oh no. I am advantaging.
Yeah, use that advantage. Use that advantage to your advantage.
God, it's not much better.
Zemps, if you want to use that free-floating reroll,
9.
you are welcome to
Yes.
it, because it looks like Arrow is not gonna make it.
I rolled a 9.
Just so we are aware, this is 30 damage that's coming in.
Oh my god! Oh my god, this is so dramatic.
If Zemps doesn't,
She falls.
I will spend 2.
He did it.
All right, Zemps did it.
you.
Reroll that.
Again!
Okay.
Oh my god,
Bam.
and make it
16.
16.
Oh my god.
That's gonna be enough. All right, half damage, so we both take 15, and Dandelion drops down to 1 hit point.
Oh my god.
So Dandelion is going to get one more attack, probably. Probably. Wow. It's actually Arrow's turn. Arrow, what are you going to do?
I have to kill the lovely, wonderful horse that's in front of me.
Though, I will play devil's advocate here. He's right over here. You could hit him with a spear, with a javelin. I mean, that's a ranged attack. Because if you kill Dandelion now, he'll win with you.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
That's what that. Okay.
Yeah.
Sequence of events is important.
We
Great.
already suplexed the horses from that.
So then in that case, I have 4 inspiration left.
You
and
do.
I've used all my spell slots. Oh man, I really had a vision for how this was gonna work. No, it's not enough. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna just spend all 4.
Citizen.
Suplex the horse onto Claudia.
To go ahead and hit him with a javelin.
Me?
I'm going to I want to like say this is a very special move.
Oh, you got 5.
You've got one
Great.
more.
Which, with 5, you can do something that would be a huge problem for me right now.
Yep, so I'm gonna go ahead and I am going to try to attack. Oh, I'm good.
She's good.
I'm gonna try to, I'm gonna use my first attack actually with Mercy on Dandelion and try to finish her off.
Okay,
That's
if you
what I'm gonna
being
do.
aware that if you do that,
We both win.
you will both win.
Oh,
You,
no,
the
it's
the
stupid
order of
sequence events.
operations
Yes,
has to.
I'm so sorry. You already explained this to me. It's not turn by turn. Okay, great. Then I'm going to attack him first.
All right.
So I am going. What I would like to do,
Mm-hmm.
with your permission, is spend a certain How much inspiration would it cost to give me a spell slot?
Ooh, to reclaim a spell slot. That's something that we haven't done
Oh
yet.
man, if that's a thing, that changes the game for me too.
I think it has to be. I think it has to be 5
Great.
because like that's.
It's
so
going to be worth it.
powerful.
I will cast all 5 to regain a spell slot.
Cool.
I'm using all my inspiration to regain a spell slot. Oh,
My 500 for the spell slot. So
great.
you've been refilled.
So I
yeah.
have 5. And I'm going to cast Command on Claudish.
Ooh.
And I'm going to tell him grovel.
Whoa! Whoa! What a power move! What a power move! That doesn't even take him out of the fight. Roll your. I guess is it charisma saving throw? What's the save for
Command?
command?
I think it's charisma.
What would be her? What's her spell? What's her motto?
Yeah, it would be my DC.
Yeah.
Which is down by 1 because of the
Oh, yeah,
charisma.
that's true.
So
So
it's 14.
14. Should be relatively easy for him to make it.
22.
And he did make it. Yeah.
Because I have a very high charisma.
Okay. Well, okay.
Rewrite.
Reroll.
Thank you! Oh, wait.
Oh, he rolls a 5.
So 11. Wait.
Wow. I don't know what this weight is for. I'm very curious. He would fail that. Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes. Okay. All right. So
I'm groveling now.
you're groveling.
Great. I'm going to throw a javelin at him.
Yeah. Do it. Do it. Do
While
it.
he is groveling.
Do it.
And I say to him, and when you loved, you were my husband. And I'm going to throw a javelin.
Whoa.
And it is.
Oh no.
Okay, I have
Okay.
more inspiration.
You also have 5 inspiration. You can guarantee a hit.
Yeah. You can just guarantee that hit.
Skeleton.
Skeleton! Yeah! Why?
That was awesome timing.
I'm so low on health myself, I can't afford to give Dandelion an attack, so I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I just
save
gotta
it-
do
save
the
it to do
advantage. The next one. Yes!
Whoa.
19 plus 7 is a 26. to hit.
26.
me.
That'll hit.
Great.
Roll that damage.
1d6 plus 5. Might not be enough. 11 damage.
I'm
but it
still
is
alive.
max damage.
Still alive, but man, oh man, was that close. And you have 4 inspiration left. Are you going to,
I am going to
give a bonus
attack.
attack? Yeah. Roll it.
We might still win at this point,
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
but I'm gonna try to finish him off.
oh, so are you going to give yourself a bonus attack to attack Claudish?
Yeah. I am.
Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Welcome to the Dungeon Cove! This is what you came here to see! Jilted lovers throwing javelins! Her last javelin!
This is my last one. Cupid's arrow.
Oh boy!
Ow.
It is a 22.
Yeah, baby!
It hits.
That's the Dungeon Dome!
And it's for 7 damage.
That kills me.
Whoa! Wow! Wow! And yet they still may lose.
Yep.
As it rolls over to Claudish is down. He has not been teleported out of the arena yet. He can clearly watch this as Dandelion rolls her attack, and for the first time on an attack in a very long time, she rolls well. 20 will hit.
Yep.
Um,
Yes, it
and
will.
she is doing 4d6 plus 8 damage.
Uh-oh.
This could be the end for both of us.
Okay, so that is 21 damage.
Arrows out.
Stomp! And the
I actually think she hasn't taken her eyes off of Claudish.
the rickety skeleton that is Dandelion wanders to the center of the arena. This other skeleton walks up, absorbs into it, and Dandelion again will transform into her large size form, and we can see a beautiful, graceful mane made out of waving finger and foot bones behind her as she rears up for the crowd.
Apparently, Dandelion is about to reroll.
Oh no, okay. All right. Well, until I see those bits, I'm going to describe her victory dance. There we are. Okay, we got to get this on the close-up cam now. Does a 16 hit? I don't think it does.
It does not!
Whoa! So Dandelion misses her stomp. And this skeleton is just gonna Well, the skeleton's going to try and climb this tower. The skeleton fails to climb the tower, so I am going to use an inspiration. And the skeleton is going to barely climb up this tower. Well, another 1,000? For what?
what?
Is that a skeleton or are we re-rolling? Oh my god! That's a reroll! Oh my god, it's so painful! Alright, back to the close-up cam.
Yep, sorry.
Game-changing roll here. Oh, no! It's another 16. But I do still have inspiration.
Use it!
So 17.
No!
Wow! An armor class of 18!
Paladin!
So, failing a 2,000 bits going in the stream, we have the skeleton climbing up this tower. And it, unfortunately for him, is going to take all of his actions to do that. It is Arrow's turn.
Great. He's gone.
gone.
Well, he's evaporated, right, at this point? 'Cause
Yes.
it would have been his turn. Or no, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Okay,
so,
whatever. I am going to take a whack at Mercy, at Dandelion with Mercy, my battle axe.
Yeah. AC is 16.
18!
Huge!
And it is for...
It doesn't matter what the damage is for. She had
damage!
1 hit point left. Dandelion goes down. But the match isn't over.
Oh my god!
Because there's still a skeleton left.
2 more inspiration for Arrow.
Great!
The skeleton has 1 bit of inspiration, a somewhat damaged opponent, and a lot of determination. I would say he has heart, but he visibly does not. As this skeleton runs across the platform and jumps down to attack Arrow and hopefully take her out.
Suplex the skeleton.
Jack the skeleton. Jack the skeleton rolls an 18. And he's going to use his inspiration to do an extra d6 of damage for the skeleton. Yes. Oh, yes. And he rolls a lot less gloriously than Dandelion does. That's 10 damage.
I'm still up!
What? Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Do you believe in
What are these 5
miracles?
hits for? It's a crit.
It's a crit! Oh my god! Oh my god! Wow. Well, in fairness to Arrow, we will we'll do a double roll for that. Oh boy, no, that's even more than before. That is 17 damage.
James.
Do you fall?
James. What about her buff potion?
I already
got it.
I added it
got it.
already.
Oh no! It was
Yeah.
we only used it on me.
Yeah,
No.
we only had
No.
it.
No, not
you
the
gave
drink,
it to
the
her.
alcohol, the
Yes.
potion
The
that I
potion at
gave
the beginning
her.
of
Yes,
thing.
you
Yeah.
said, and you
Six
get
da-
6
yeah.
back also.
That's-
Oh,
I did it on
okay.
my paper.
That is
Wow.
absolutely true.
Trying, guys.
This one, there is confusion over the audience as the skeleton
How much damage was it total?
17.
It was 17 from the second hit, so 27 total.
I'm out.
So
Way out.
the skeleton bounces up and down on its feet because it's a skeleton at this point. It's not even Dandelion. It grabs a trumpet from behind and doots a triumphant doot. It doots its way down the ramp to the center of the arena.
1,000.
1,000 for what?
For what? Is it a reroll for the skeleton?
I mean, we are so deep.
It was a crit already. What's the 1,000 for? I'll wait for Baron Singer to do that.
To reroll the skeleton.
For rerolling the skeleton.
But
All right.
okay.
Yeah. We're going to go to close-up cam.
Whew.
6. A 6 is not going to be enough.
It's gonna miss.
It's going to miss. So this skeleton somehow missed after all of that.
There's so many die rolls.
Yeah, it is now time for Arrow to go.
Great.
Use that inspiration.
I am using my last 2 inspiration. I want to create a new attack. And so I would like to ask if I can channel...
Yeah, it is still a crit, so I think
Oh,
you are going to take the initial 10 damage.
okay. Cool.
Yeah, and I'll read the crit effects here. Let's see. This is for Lana's shovel paws. Your hands are now shovels that look oddly like cat paws, 25 pounds each, and have great scooping action. So I guess that happened to the skeleton.
Yeah.
So the skeleton now has 2 shovels for hands.
Okay. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to create a new attack at 1d10 damage for 1 inspiration. And I'd like to channel divinity to see if I can sacred... Oh, wait, no, sorry. I wanted to spend 2 to do an attack that permanently changes the environment.
Okay.
Because what I'd like to do is ask if I can channel divinity the ground that this skeleton and I are standing on so that it becomes a sacred space and holy zaps
Oh, okay,
the
I like
skeleton.
it. So there'll be a d6 of damage that is radiant.
Okay, and
on
then the
skeleton.
1d10 of the new attack. And what am I rolling to do this, or does it just?
It just
is it
happens.
spell
This
save?
is what's the name of the special attack and what does it look like?
Oh, the special attack is. I picked it out earlier. It is. But I do live.
Ooh, great! Yeah, and the wooden platform that you're on glows with a dancing rainbow radiant light, and you can see it burn the feet of the skeleton as it takes its turn. Oh wait, no, you got to attack. Yeah,
11 damage.
11 damage.
That was a really good roll.
Boy, this skeleton is super hurt.
6, so it was 5 regular damage, 6 radiant damage, because you said
Yeah,
D6 was.
this is not Dandelion, so
Great.
the skeleton is not vulnerable to radiant damage. It is at 2 hit points after taking an attack of
The skeleton still
11
has a
damage.
chance.
And the skeleton's going to take its attack once more with its new shovel hands. Oh boy, 19 is going to hit for its first attack. And its second attack with its other shovel hand is not going to be enough. But that one shovel hand hits.
Ah!
10 damage.
Oh, that knocks me out.
Oh my god! Oh my god! The skeleton doots its way to victory down the ramp in the center of the arena. And this was Jack, the skeleton? Yeah, Jack was the skeleton.
Yeah.
A beam of light comes down from the Megadome of the Dungeon Dome, and we see flesh sewn back onto bones as Jack
Shovel
is brought
Jack.
back to life.
The
Shovel
giant
Jack. Shovel Jack is brought back to life. You can see we'll say like a dwarf in the arena who is like naked except for a shovel that he has in his hands, who salutes. And Jack is now has done his service to the dome and is returned to life. So Shovel Jack the skeleton lives, and that is the end. That is the end. No more rerolls, no more takebacks. You have your winner. Dandelion and the monsters take home that victory with Jack being restored to life. Arrow and Claudish fought valiantly and brutally and sometimes dishonorably against one another, but it was not enough to overtake Dandelion. Thank you so much in the stream
thanks, guys.
for watching this one. I cannot wait to see how this plays out
For everyone else on the Ladies Disdain and the Nothing, thanks so much for watching.
Thanks, guys.
This was all played out on a Carolina Games table. If you want another beautiful table like this, go to carolinagames.tables.com. The non-trapezoid editions of their tables are only around $1,100. So if you're in the market for a nice table, but one that will not break the bank and has a lot of great gaming capability, check them out. Until next time, see you next time, heroes!